Alright, so today I thought I'd do a video on prepping and installing my Trackside Scenery backdrop onto the back of my layout. So basically the first thing you would need if you were to, or if you wanted to install a backdrop would be your choice of backdrop, whether it be a fall series backdrop like I have here, maybe a cityscape, a landscape, a winter, a different season, wherever you like. Again, this is from Trackside Scenery. I like their quality the best. You could also go with Backdrop Junction. They have a lot of great custom prints as well. They do custom sizing. But anyways, so I picked up some other materials, such as two 30-inch poster boards, because that backdrop right there is 60 by 18 inches. And I wanted to be able to have a little bit of room at the bottom so I could use Velcro to attach it to the layout instead of using nails or glue or any other adhesive that you see in other videos, just because I want to be able to remove this and, maybe switch up to a different side of the layout in case I change my mind on something. Anyhow, these are two 30-inch by 20-inch poster boards that I put together here. I plan to actually use these smaller poster boards to build a spine and, to hold it in place before I flip it over and put the backdrop on it. So those two boards right there will be glued down in a few minutes as a spine. You will also need the command, I just use the command ones because they're pretty strong, Velcro strips. So when I put on the backdrop here, you're going to see that down below I'll have 3 on this side and 3 on the other side, usually the last 2 inches of the poster boards. That way I'll be able to easily access them if I need to remove the backdrop or just change places. And again, make sure you have like a ruler, a measuring tape, some packing tape, definitely a pencil for measurements. And I actually picked up this Elmers adhesive glue that was pretty popular online, especially for using on poster boards. Didn't really say it was used for backdrops. I haven't really found a video where they used it. So kind of just doing it my own way in a way. I've been kind of looking at other ways, and most of the videos on YouTube show people using an adhesive backdrop, and like I said before, I don't want to mess that up. So that's why I went with a regular standard matte backing. That way I can just slowly do it the way I feel comfortable with. So once again, here we go, and hopefully everything goes well. Alright, so before I glue everything down, I wanted to make sure I had the correct locations for where each different step would be. For example, I got the 2 small poster boards on the back that I'll use as a spine, and the Velcro strips, as you can see here, kind of hard to see the white backdrop, will be positioned like so on the front of this poster board, not the back. I'm just using it as a measurement test right now. So again, each poster board is 30, so I'll put one on each end as well as one in the middle at the 15-inch mark. So I'm hoping this goes as planned. So I'm going to let everything dry once I glue, and we'll see where we are. While the glue is drying on the back of the backdrop in the other room, I wanted to show you guys what I did for the past 10 minutes. I took the measuring tape and was able to do the width of the foam, which was 2 inches. And that's how I mounted the Velcro strips on the back of the layout. As you can see here, I have 6 Velcro strips evenly placed out. That way when I go to mount the backdrop, I can just push in and the mount drop should sit flush with the top of the green landscape on the back. Now, again, I use Velcro because the other side, the other shipping container backdrop I have over here, that's also with Velcro. So if I ever want to change the layout up, I can actually remove the backgrounds and just, place them where the Velcro strips is. So I can just actually make a different scene to the layout if I really wanted to. And so yeah, so basically I put the Velcro strips down. I use the measuring tape to about every 15 inches. So I want to actually make it precise, so that way when I flip over the boards in the other room, I'll put the other Velcro on the front and then glue the backdrop down, and hopefully by tonight I'll be able to actually finish and show you guys what it looks like. Alright, so as you can see, the glue has finally dried on the back of the poster board. I flipped it over, I put out the command Velcro strips where they need to be with the measurement ruler, measuring tape I should say. You're probably wondering why there's some locomotives on the backdrop. So What I plan to do is I'm going to use the adhesive glue over here again. However, I want to start from the right hand side first. Do parts, because I'm afraid if I if I spray the entire background and instantly try to reposition the backdrop onto the poster board, it's going to get that permanent lock and I won't be able to reposition it. So by letting the glue dry for about 3 to 5 minutes, you're able to actually have a less of a grip with the glue, so it's easier to reposition it. And then once I find the right position and I'm sure everything's lined up, I'll be able to actually, put more glue on there and make sure that it's more of a permanent lock. And for right now, I'm using the locomotives as weights. That way the backdrop doesn't move or shift when I'm starting to glue one side. Alright everyone, so the backdrop is finally glued onto the poster board. I actually attach the secondary velcro strips as well. So all that's left is to mount it to the back of the layout. So we'll do that now. Alright guys, so I went ahead and installed the backdrop onto the back side of the layout. I did this last night. Anyways, it looks absolutely fantastic. The color, the quality of the photograph. Even if I went over here, if I go over here and actually put my phone down onto the tracks, it definitely has a sort of realism aspect. And it was pretty easy to install. The Velcro worked fine. So as you can see here, I have a little foreground scene of fall trees and whatnot, and it really sits flush. The only part I have to do is I got to repaint this. Either go put some green terrain down or just repaint it green and reballast a little bit of it. But it sits pretty well here. You can barely see the Velcro. If you come over on the other side, that's what it looks like. It's pretty clean. I do apologize for my layout. It's kind of a mess right now. And again, it looks amazing. So if you guys are thinking about installing a backdrop, I highly recommend Trackside Scenery. They have a lot of great backdrops to choose from. You can do 60 by 18, 60 by 24, and there's definitely a lot of great options. So I'll possibly, I'll probably put their link in the bottom just so you guys can check them out as well. But thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video and possibly learned something.